I am Valérie Jumessi and I am a French entrepreneur. I'm based in Paris. My parents are Cameroonian. I'm the artistic director of our family business, which is called Upgrade Agency. And I am also a consultant in image and a creativity coach. I co-host a podcast with my 3 sisters and my mother. It is called Les Jums Podcast. I have always been fascinated by the human potential. For me, it is so important to, as a woman and as a man, to be able to realize our dreams. So welcome in mine. It's AMULETTE Podcast. It's a 10-minute bubble of courage in French and in English, where I will be talking everything vulnerability, authenticity, and freedom. So make yourself comfortable. Welcome in my dream. This is AMULETTE Podcast. Hello to you and welcome back in this new episode of AMULETTE Podcast. I am Valerie and I am all up in your building. Actually, I am in the restroom because that was the quietest place that I could find in the loft where we are with my sisters and mother. It's actually pretty comfortable. Today it's going to be a confession podcast. These are my confessions. I want to explain to you or to talk to you about the fact that for a long time I felt like an imposter. Yes, like maybe 70% of this population, I felt like I was lying to everyone, pretending that I was able to do stuff that I was not sure I was able to do. And I know for sure that maybe you sometimes, or maybe right now, feel the same way, especially when you want to become something or when you are starting a new job or a new stage in your life, you feel that you are not adequate. Well, my friend, just so you know, you are not alone. I was watching a video from the School of Life from Alain de Botton, and he was explaining what was the impostor syndrome and what was the origin of that. I will put the information in the description of the podcast. But basically, he said 2 main things. The first thing is that even the people that you admire, the people you think that are amazing and doing incredible stuff, feel sometimes that they are imposters. Sometimes they feel inadequate as well. Think about the person that you admire the most, someone you think is a genius. That person, I am sure I can bet on it, sometimes have doubts, sometimes feel that he will not or she will not make it, sometimes just want to quit because it's too hard. But the thing is that you only see what that person is either telling you or either showing you by her acts. You don't see what is inside her mind. You only feel and see and know what is inside your mind. And inside yours, I know it's a mess sometimes because it's filled with, traumas, of course, but also doubts and fears and perversion and a lot of stuff that you hope no one will know about, because if not, you will not have any friends anymore. But just know, we are all the same. That's the human condition. We are all built the same way. In the video, Alain de Botton quotes Montaigne, which was a French philosopher, and he said, "Kings and philosophers shit. So do ladies." Basically, he was trying to explain that the people that we are seeing and admiring and having those amazing statues and stuff all go to the restroom to take a dump. And that dump smells like yours. When you know that, and when you remember that the person, the Beyonce or the Barack or whoever you admire is just a human, and the thing that they have been able to create is not because they're genius. Maybe they have something at the beginning, but we all have something in different fields. But also it's a lot of work. It's a lot of intentional work. It's a lot of growth mindsets. It's a lot of people around, like teams, that helps them create what you see then on the TV and what you admire, telling, oh my God, she's amazing. Yes, Beyonce is amazing, but let me tell you something. Well, let's say you know how to sing a little bit. I am sure that with the time, if I give you the time and the hours and all the things that she has built by working hard, you can make it in another version, because let's be honest, there is only one Beyonce. But that's not the point. What I just want you to know is that those people are human too. Second thing is that the imposter syndrome comes during the childhood. Basically, how can I explain that? Oh yeah, my nieces, they are 5, 6, I don't remember. They are tiny and they speak too much, but I love them. But anyway, that's not the point. And sometimes when we look at some pictures of their mother, which is my sister, they have a hard time to realize that the little girl they are seeing on the picture is my big sister, is their mother. Because for them, it's like, no, my mother is someone who's able to pay the tax and to make sure we have food in our fridge and who knows how to drive. And they cannot understand that that person, that little girl, was her. And to get where she is right now, she had to learn a lot of stuff along the way. So will they? They will have to learn a lot of stuff along the way so they are able to pay their taxes at some point. So the people that children admire seem so far and so different from them. And so in their brain, it's not working. Something is missing. So they feel like they will never be able to pay their tax and drive a car. But they will. They will, but they don't know what is happening in their perception of the world. So the imposter syndrome is here. It's here, then it does not go away unless you work on it, unless you understand what it is, unless you try to just take that imposter identity and take it out of you, which I did. I was just tired of hiding. I am tired of hiding and I don't want to do that anymore. I feel that now I have what it takes to be behind that microphone because I've studied a lot, because I went through ups and downs. I went through hell at some point in my life and I survived this hell. I'm a survivor. And I thrived. And I went to therapy and I read a lot of books and I listened to a lot of podcasts and I studied and I tried to understand how the brain works and how the psychology works and how trauma works and all those stuffs that I needed to survive. I needed to be alive. And so I am using those tools today to be the person that I am. And I want to use those tools to help you in the journey of becoming who you want to be. And plus, I am certified. I am a fucking coach, guys. Let's put it right here, right now. I am a coach. And I am certified. I went through a process of certification. And even with that, I was not able to say it out loud because I was like, who am I to say that? Well, girl, I am Valerie and I am a coach. And if you need help, if you feel like you're stuck in your life at some point, if you feel like you are not enough, if you feel like you are not where you want to go and you don't know where to start, if you need someone to help you go reach your dreams, I am the girl. I am the girl. If any of the podcasts that I made before touches your heart at some point and you felt like, okay, I want more, but I don't know where to start, well, start by sending me an email or a DM or just go on the website and ask for a coaching with me. I will be more than happy and delighted to do that with you because I think it's one of my mission in life. To be honest, it's a really funny story when I think about it. When I was young, I wanted to be a doctor. I'm not going to say the word in English because it's so hard for me to pronounce, but I wanted to be a children's doctor. Well, I realized that by doing all the things that I'm doing today, which is being an entrepreneur, being an artistic director, being a coach, that's what I'm doing in some ways. How, you're gonna ask? Well, maybe I have a twisted way to think about it, but let me have my reality, okay? Coaching for me is helping people, is healing people in some way. It's a part of the process because I think and I truly believe that the healing comes from within. So you have people that are going to help you, but that's you working on yourself in some way. And so you have the therapist, you have the coach, you have the whoever is going to help you doing that work, which is amazing. So for me, I am, with the podcast even, healing people in some ways. Because when I receive some messages telling me, well, I feel you, I understand what you're saying, and it touches me because I'm going through this. In some way, I am giving you a little bit of medicine that is going to help you see yourself clearer and also just heal. So yes, in some way, I am a doctor. Doctor, yeah. How am I a children doctor now? Well, Just know, friends, that we are all children. Thinking that you are a grown-up, even though you're 30, 40, 50, 60, and that you are not a child anymore is a mistake. Why? Because you are still carrying the fears and the beliefs and the traumas and the dreams sometimes of this child that you were when you were little. It's still here. And sometimes when you really think about it and when you're a little bit honest with yourself, you're going to realize that you are acting as a child. Sometimes you're going to realize that the person who's going crazy, angry, and or terrified or frustrated is not the 35-year-old Fatoumata. No, it's a little girl who is scared because she needs her daddy or whatever story is behind this. So, yes, I am a children doctor right now, and I'm proud to say it. But it's crazy. I know I'm kind of crazy, but I like my crazy, and I hope you like your crazy too. So, the question for you that I have right now is, how are you preventing yourself from being the person you want to be? Where, in which situation do you feel like you are not deserving, that you cannot be that chef, or you cannot be that CEO, or you cannot be that coach, or you cannot be that dancer, or whoever you want to be? Why don't you believe that you can do it? Because doing it is having a little bit of faith, having a vision, and cultivating a growth mindset. And all those things are at your reach if you want to believe in it. So I believe in you. I have to say it because I believe in myself so much and more than this feeling is better than... Okay, I'm not going to say it. Maybe it's not. It depends with who. Well, that's not the point. What is blocking you? Who do you want to be? And just try to silence those voices in your head telling you that you are not the person who can achieve that, because that's not true. You can do it. Look at me. I'm a damn coach, guys. And that's amazing. And I have to go back downstairs because my sisters are talking way too loud. So that's the end of the podcast. And I hope you liked it. And I hope you feel it. And I hope it does something to your heart so you can become who you want to become. And then change the world, because you have a part to play too. I'm done preaching now. I'm going to bed. That was Valerie for AMULETTE Podcast. Thank you for your time. Take care.